Good afternoon. We're back in the familiar church for you today. We're not going to celebrate Mass here. We'll celebrate that later on over in the chapel. But just as we were getting ready to film this, the Angelus was playing. And I know for some of you, familiar sounds like that are good. We're trying to do things to keep you in touch with church as much as we can. And we're trying to be as safe as we can. This morning, you'd be happy to know, at 10 after 7, I went over to Giant Eagle. I've got to eat, but I've been trying to minimize my trips to Giant Eagle and just doing the essentials. And I would encourage you to do that. I did hear somebody talk about going to Drug Mart just to pick up a candy bar. I don't think that's what the governor and Dr. Acta are looking for. I think they're looking for us to take this seriously, and I encourage everybody to do the same. I thought I would make a couple comments, one about the distribution of palms, and then one about Holy Week services. We've agonized a little bit about should we distribute palms or not. And basically we've decided not. And the reason is the church has two things. It has sacraments and it has sacramentals. For those of you who grew up Catholic, you know all this. But sacraments are big, important encounters with Christ. They include baptism, they include Eucharist, the sacrament of reconciliation, and confirmation. Notice the bishops of Ohio have said we cannot celebrate the Eucharist publicly during this time. We cannot celebrate the sacrament of confirmation. Those big important things are being put off until a safer time. I think it's a contradiction in terms then to pass out palms, which is, palms are only a sacramental. They're reminders of our faith and they're important in their own right, but they're nowhere near on the level of sacraments. So we will pass out palms at some point when we're all together again, and then you're welcome to the palms. So it's our intention to pass out the palms, but it might be in May or June or whenever we're together again. So that's what we're doing. In the meantime, we are trying to do these videos to keep you in touch. And especially with Holy Week and Palm Sunday coming, we are going to make them, and we will make them, they will be live streamed. So we're going to try to televise them, or at least put them on the computer for you, at the usual times when they would be celebrated. So the first Mass for Palm Sunday would be the Vigil Mass on Saturday at 4 o'clock. On Holy Thursday, we're not to have the washing of the feet, but we will have the celebration of the Eucharist, and that will be at 7 p.m. Thursday evening. On Good Friday, we're going to have the Stations of the Cross at noon, and we will have the Passion service that is usually at 3, and that will be available to you at 3 o'clock. On Saturday, we will not have the Easter Vigil. It's a long, complicated service, and we instead will have the Easter Sunday service. That will take place at 9 o'clock on Easter Sunday morning. They're all listed for you in the bulletin, which I know you're saying, well, we don't have the bulletin. Well, you can if you go online. You can get the bulletin. And I wrote my column just a few minutes ago, so it will be available to you there. We'll have all those times in there if you don't remember what I'm saying right now. But I would encourage you to keep trying to live your faith in the best way possible. We are going to write a letter, or I did write a letter that will be sent to you, and you'll get it early this week. It has some encouragement for the celebration of Easter and things that you can do. There will also be information that we would love to get from you so that we could send you things by way of email and that sort of thing. So if you're able to return that to us, we would certainly appreciate it. In the meantime, I think what the governor of our state is doing is very helpful. It seems like we are faring better than some other parts of the country, and I would encourage you to keep doing those because it is life-saving. It is, we don't know if we have this disease, this virus, and we don't know who else might have it. So it's prudent for us to be staying apart from one another. I know it's painful. You know, the weather is nice. And we'd love to just be doing whatever we want to do. Some of us would like to be at a ball game, but that just isn't going to happen. Just isn't going to happen indeed. It will in time, and I think we just have to be patient and keep doing what we're doing for the safety of ourselves and the safety of others. So I keep praying for you, and as I said in that first video that I make, I still miss you. I miss you indeed. So God bless you, and have a good day.